Ooh, do you already know it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Same.
It's, well, for the objects, but you got to find out what the number is. Not 0. All right, so we got our drawing done. Now we need to do our knowns and our unknowns. So we're going to do the truck and the car. Now it doesn't matter which you make object 1 and which you make object 2. I'm making the truck object 1 and the car object 2 just because the truck's going east and the car's going west, so I just wanted to set it up that way. But you could do it either way that you want. And it won't change your answer. So M1 of the truck is 10,057. M2 for the car is 1,009. Velocity initial for the truck is 14 meters per second. Velocity initial for the car is negative, because it's opposite direction, 45. Final velocity for the truck is unknown. Final velocity for the car is unknown. So for starters, it seems like we're kind of in trouble because we don't know either of those objects' velocities. And so I have 2 unknowns I'm trying to solve for. But keep in mind that they have the same final velocity. So v1f and v2f are going to be the same number. So now that I've got this set up, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. P1 initial, mass of the truck times its velocity, which is 14. Okay. And that value is 140,798. Then I do P1 final, which is MV which just gives me 10,057 V. Notice I didn't call it V1 final because V1 final and V2 final are the same, so I'm just calling them V. Then I do the initial momentum of 2, mass times velocity, 1,009 times negative 45 equals negative 45,405. And finally, P2 final, 1,009 times V, because we don't know how fast it's going. So that just gives me 1,009 V. So now I'm ready to set up the equation. And the equation I'm going to use is the exact same one from up here. P1I plus P2I equals P1F plus P2F. So P1I, 140,798 plus P2I, negative 45,405 equals final of 2, which is 10,057 V plus P final 2, 1,009 V. And since they have the same velocity, you can combine them together. 11,066 V. Now, I told some of you that you can do this right from the get-go. Instead of thinking of it as P1I, P2I, P1F, P2F, you can think of it as P1I, P2I, PF. and PF would be the combined object with combined masses. And that's essentially what I did here. That's a way, if you want to shorten a step, that's what you can do. Just treat it like one object instead of two. Okay, subtract these two from each other. You get 95,393 equals 11,066 V. Divide both sides by 11,066. And you get exactly what I'm sure you expect to get, 8.62. It's not that bad. Just take some time.
I don't like taking time to get in stacks.
Yeah?
My
Well,
parents, my dad warned me, he said, you don't like stacks. Can I round it to 8.7?
that's fine. Well, 8.62 would round down to 8.6. Okay. Put boxes around 3 and 4. God bless you.
Well, I'm still in page 2. Well,
I would do 3 first and then come back to 2. Okay. I'll give you some time to work on 3 and 4 now. I would suggest moving on to 3. Even if you're not done with 2, I would move on to 3. If you're not done with 1, I would finish 1 first. Okay? But if you're not done with 2, move on to 3. Come back to 2 later. But move on to 3. Start working on number 3 and see what you can come up with.
is like negative or what?
Usually